Right. Record session started. Now tell me, Gaud, and what do you mean by manual testing?
Manual testing means do the manually
Yes.
related testing activities.
Yes. Manual testing is nothing but everything we will do manually. Everything we will do manually. So that's why that is called manual testing. Manual testing also one of the type of testing in which all the phases of software testing life cycle like test planning, test development, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking and reporting are accomplished successfully with our efforts, with human efforts, everything we will do. That's why that is called manual testing. Manual testing already existed in the market. Why automation came into market? Manual testing already
Automation,
existed in the market.
yes.
Why automation came into market?
Why means same regression smoke testing purpose.
Okay. That means manual testing we have some drawbacks. Manual testing we have some drawbacks. Already you are doing
Not
manual testing,
drawback.
right? What are the main drawbacks in manual testing? Can you tell?
Same thing. We can't do same thing within the time.
Manual testing we have number of drawbacks.
Okay.
What are the main drawbacks?
Main drawbacks, repeated things
We can't repeat the task again and again.
and boring also. Same thing.
Okay, right. I will tell you now. More number of people required. Time consuming. No accuracy. Tiredness. We cannot repeat the task again and again. And simultaneous actions not possible. It is a bore process. It is not a consistent process. It is not a consistent process. No accuracy. These are the main drawbacks in manual testing. These are the main drawbacks in manual testing. These are the main drawbacks in manual testing. Okay. What do you mean by automation?
Automation means we can interact with the tool.
Yes. Automation also one of the type of testing in which all the drawbacks in manual testing are addressed properly, and it will provide speed and accuracy to the existing testing process. It will provide speed and accuracy to the existing testing process. But wherever you go, still 80 to 90% people still they are depending upon manual process. Wherever you go, still 80 to 90% people still they are depending upon manual process. Why they are depending upon manual process? In automation also we have some drawbacks. In automation also we have some drawbacks. In automation also we have some drawbacks. What are the main drawbacks? First drawback, tools are very expensive. Tools are very expensive. Professionals required. And we can't automate all the areas using tools also. We can't automate all the areas using tools also. We can't automate all the areas using tools also. These are the main drawbacks in automation testing. So automation is not a replacement of manual testing. This is the continuation part of manual testing. If it is any project compulsory we should do manually. After getting stability we can implement automation testing. So manual automation is not a replacement of manual testing. This is the continuation part of manual testing. So if it is any project, any company, compulsory we need to do manual testing only. After application getting stability, we can implement automation testing. Right. Yeah, automation tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. Yeah, automation tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. Yeah, automation tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. The automation tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. If you want to work with your assistant or any automation tool, first of all, you should know three basic things. Three basic things. If you want to work with any automation tool or any particular personal assistant, first of all, we should know five basic things. For example, I have an assistant. I have an assistant from Orissa. I have an assistant from Orissa. I know Telugu, he don't know Telugu. I know Hindi, he don't know Hindi. I know English, he don't know English. He knows only Oriya. So first of all, I should learn Oriya. Then only I can give the instructions. Without giving the instructions, he will not do anything. Simply he will sit. He will not do anything. So if I want to work with him, compulsory I should learn Oriya. So my assistant is Selenium. My assistant is Selenium. I know Telugu. Selenium don't know Telugu. I know Hindi. Selenium don't know Hindi. I know English. Selenium don't know English. Selenium knows Java, comma Perl, comma Python, comma C Sharp, comma Ruby. Selenium knows Java, Perl, Python, C Sharp, Ruby. So first of all, we should learn any of the scripting languages. Then only we can work with Selenium. So if I want to work with Selenium, first of all, I should know three basic things. First point, how to give the instructions. How to give the instructions. Without giving the instructions, tool will not do anything. First of all, we should know how to give the instructions. Second point, how to give the information and how to analyzing the results. If you know these three things, you can work with the Selenium very comfortably. So first of all, we should know how to give the instructions and how to give the information, how to use, how to analyzing the results. If you know these things, you can work with any automation tool. So type of tools. In market, we have different type of tools, mainly functional tools. Functional tools means for compulsory we need to perform some actions on the functionality. Then only we can say then that functionality is properly working or not. So the type of tools is called functional tools. So first tool in the market, WinRunner. This is not outdated. This is outdated. This is not very user friendly. That's the reason it is outdated. After that, they made RFT, Rational Functional Tool. This is IBM tool. This is also outdated. After that, they released QTP, Quick Test Professional. After that, Selenium. First, what are the main differences between QTP and Selenium? First of all, we should learn. What are the main differences between QTP and Selenium? QTP developed by Mercury people in 1994. Selenium introduced by Jason Huggins in 2004. QTP, we can work with normal window-based applications as well as web applications. Selenium only for web applications. QTP, we can work, it is a commercial tool. QTP is a commercial tool. If you want QTP license, we need to pay 3 to 5 lakhs rupees. Selenium is a open source tool. If you have internet connection directly, we can download and we can work with Selenium. So in QTP, we can use VB scripting language. Here we can use multi-scripting languages like Java, Perl, Python, C Sharp, and Ruby. Here we can work with IE browser very comfortably. But here we can work with multi-browsers. In QTP, we have recording and playback facility, RPB. RPB means recording and playback facility. In main Selenium WebDriver, we don't have. We don't have. We don't have. So, and QTP not very user friendly. Selenium is very user friendly. Using Selenium, we can work with any application very comfortably without knowing anything. We can learn Selenium very comfortably. We can work with Selenium very comfortably. So that's the reason most of the people, most of the companies nowadays, they are encouraging only Selenium. So if you know Selenium spelling, some company they are giving jobs, right? Selenium introduction. Selenium introduction. What is Selenium? Selenium is nothing but Selenium is nothing but it is a software. It is a software which contains some set of programs. Which contains some set of programs. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium having four components. Selenium having four components. One is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. Selenium having four components: Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. What is Selenium IDE? Selenium IDE is nothing but IDE is nothing but it is a integrated development environment. IDE is nothing but it is a integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. What is Selenium IDE? Same definition. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Same Selenium definition only. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. Why? Because we can't interact with these programs. So these are the programs. We can't interact with these programs. Compulsory we need to have one user interface. We need to have one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using IDE only. So IDE is a user interface. No need to install somewhere. No need to install somewhere. IDE is a user interface. Why? Because Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. If we want to interact with these programs, we need to have one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using IDE only. Okay, but using Selenium IDE, we can perform very limited testing. That is the reason none of the people not using Selenium IDE nowadays. It is deprecated. It is deprecated. Selenium IDE is deprecated. After that, they made Selenium RC. None of the people not using Selenium IDE nowadays. So I will teach you Selenium IDE also. I will teach you, but none of the people are using nowadays. RC means remote control. RC means remote control. What is Selenium RC? Selenium RC is nothing but same definition. Selenium RC is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. We need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. We are using Eclipse. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. If you want to write the Java programs, we will use Eclipse. Even developers also, they will use Eclipse. Why? Because it is a powerful editor. We can write the Java programs. That's the reason all the people, they are using only Eclipse. Right. Whenever you want to work with Selenium RC, we need to start the server manually. We need to stop the server manually. So if you want to work with Selenium RC, we need to start the server manually. We need to stop the server manually. So using Selenium RC, we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people not using Selenium RC also. Selenium RC also deprecated. Selenium RC also deprecated. None of the people not using Selenium RC also. After that, they made Selenium WebDriver. What is Selenium WebDriver? Same setup. Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. These set of programs we need to configure or install into one user interface. We need to install into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. Sir, both setups same, RC and WebDriver? Yes, both setups same. But whenever you are comparing with the Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver are having some powerful set of programs. Using Selenium WebDriver, we can perform unlimited testing. And Selenium WebDriver is very user friendly. That's the reason most of the people, most of the companies nowadays, they are encouraging only Selenium WebDriver only. Using Selenium WebDriver, we can perform unlimited testing. Selenium WebDriver is very user friendly. Even fourth class kid also you can learn Selenium. That much of easy. So Just we will learn Java, only Java basics only we will learn, not entire Java, only basics of Java we will learn. So that whatever we learned in Java, that logic we will use in Selenium. That logic we will use in Selenium. Without knowing Java also we can learn Selenium. But just that logic, only logic purpose we will learn Java. So without knowing Java also we can learn Selenium. There is no relation. Only logic we will use in Selenium. So Selenium WebDriver. Selenium is nothing but Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is nothing but Selenium. Selenium is nothing but Selenium WebDriver only. We will keep main focus on only Selenium WebDriver. We will keep main focus on Selenium WebDriver. I will teach you Selenium IDE, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid, everything I will teach you. But we will keep main focus on Selenium WebDriver. So this is the lead tool, Selenium WebDriver. Next, Selenium Grid. What is Selenium Grid? Selenium Grid is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs, we can run the test parallelly on multiple missions. We can run the test parallelly on multiple missions. Multiple tests we can run on multiple missions. Or if it is single test or multiple tests, we can run on multiple missions. So what is the use? We can increase the performance of the execution. We can increase the performance of the execution. Nowadays, some of the companies they are using Selenium Grid. Some of the companies only. So all the companies 100 by 100% of the companies they are using Selenium WebDriver only. But some of the companies they are using Selenium Grid also. This is Selenium. So once again I will repeat you, not now. So whenever you are entering into Selenium, once again I will repeat you, these are the components. Each and every component we will discuss later. So before going to Selenium, compulsory we should learn Java. So today, first we will learn Java. First, today we will learn Java. Before going to Java, first of all, we need to install Java. We need to install Java. So I will give you Java software. I will give you Java software. Just double click on it. It will run. Just Java software. It will support all operating systems, not XP, not Windows, not anyone. So it will support all operating systems. It will support all operating system. Java software I will give you. Just go. We need to double click on it. It will install within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes we can install Java. After installing Java, we can get Java icon in program. Go to C, program files. So Java folder is there. So that means Java installed. So Java installation, it will take only 2 minutes. Only within 2 minutes. While installing Java, compulsory internet connection required. So it will take only 2 minutes. So Java is installed. Next, we need Eclipse. We need Eclipse. We need Eclipse. There is no installation for Eclipse. Each and every time we should run. There is no installation for Eclipse. We should run each and every time. This is the Eclipse folder. So each and every time we need to run. There is no installation for Eclipse. Compulsory Java we need to install, but Eclipse there is no installation for Eclipse. Each and every time we should run. So double click on Eclipse. Double click on Eclipse. You can get Eclipse ball. You can get Eclipse ball. You can get Eclipse ball. This is the Eclipse ball. Double click on it. It will take 1 minute. Exactly 1 minute. Within 1 minute it will launch. So it will ask you before going to, whenever you are working with Eclipse, it will ask you where do you want to, these programs, where do you want to, it is asking. I'm giving a name X. Click on OK. It will take only 1 minute. Within 1 minute Eclipse will come. Yes, this is the Eclipse. This is the welcome window. Just close the welcome window. Oh, this is the welcome window. Close the welcome window. This is Eclipse. Just you should know only here. Oh, this is the white area. This is called Project Explorer. This area is called Project Explorer. Project Explorer. This area is called Project Explorer. Project Explorer. This area is called Project Explorer. This is the save button. This is the save button. Save. This is the run button. So just after writing the Java code, compulsory we should save and we should run. So save and run. So if you know these three things enough. And if you want to work with Java, first of all you should know only three things. How to create project, how to create package, how to create class. First of all, if you want to work with Java, you should know three things: how to create project, how to create package, how to create class. Right. For example, right click on Project Explorer and take the new project. I'm taking project name is Hyderabad. I'm taking project name is Hyderabad. I'm taking project name is Hyderabad. After creating package project, we can get two folders. One is SRC, second one is JRE. After creating project, we can get two folders. One is SRC, second one is JRE. SRC means source code. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. SRC means source code. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. Right click on SRC. We can take the package. We can take the package. We can take the package. Right click on package. We can take the class. Right click on package. We can take the class. This is the order. This is the order. First project, next package, next class. Or directly, without taking package, directly we can take the class also. Right click on SRC, directly we can take the class also. Directly we can take the class also. Whenever you are doing like this, it will take under default package. It will take under default package. So every time no need to take package. It will take default package. It will take under default package. It will take under default package. It will take under default package. Okay, right. Now go to Project Explorer. Slowly, just right click, take the new project. Right click on Project Explorer, take the new project. Select Java project. Click on next. So project name, I'm giving Hyderabad. Click on finish. I created one project. I created one project. No, it will ask you, do you want to read more file? No, I don't want. No. After creating project, you can get SRC, JRE, two folders. Right click on SRC. Directly we can take the new class. Directly we can take the class. Then it will take under default package. Class name is I'm giving A. I'm giving class name is A and keep the mark public static void menu. This is the main method. This is the main method. This is the main method purpose. Why we are keeping the mark, I will tell you later. So if you want main method, we need to keep the mark. We need to keep the mark. If you want main method, we need to keep the mark. Why we are keeping the mark, I will tell you later. So if you want main method, that is the, whenever you are keeping the mark, that means you are taking main method also. So I'm keeping the mark. Click on finish. This is the class. Public class name is A. So this is the unwanted statements, delete it. So if you want to increase the font size, we can increase. Go to Windows, Preferences, General, Appearance. Every day I will teach you color and fonts, Java, color and fonts, edit. If you want to increase the size, you can okay, apply, okay. So this is also unwanted, no need. If you want to write anything, shortcut is SYSO control space, shortcut. So SYSO control space, if you do like this, it will write system.out.println. Hi. Next, if you want to write another line, SYSO control space. Good morning. SYSO control space. How are you? SYSO control space. Where are you? Like we can write the statements. Save. After writing the code, compulsory we need to save and click on run. So we can get in console, hi, good morning, how are you, where are you? This is printed statements. This is the SYSO control space is a printed statement. If it is QTP message box, we will use message box. But here system.out.println. So under class, this is declaration part. Under class, whatever you are declaring, that is declaration part. This is the declaration part. This is the main method. Whenever you are keeping the mark, then only we can get this line. Otherwise, we can't get this line. Manually, we need to write. So, if you want main method, just we need to keep the mark already before going to class. Before taking the class, we need to keep the mark. Then it will come this line. Otherwise, it will not come. So, this is the declaration part. Whatever you want write in main method, here we can write it. So main method only we can write the functions, main methods. This is the declaration part. This is the declaration part. I will teach you. So slowly, this is the first class. You can get it everything. Right. Save, click on run. So if you want to comment the single line, double slash. If it is QTP, control M. So if it is Selenium, double slash. If you want to if you want to comment the single line, we will use double slash. So it will comment the single line. If you want to comment the multi-line, we will use one slash, one star, and up to you want 3 lines. I want to comment star slash. This is the multi-line comment. If it is single line, double slash, multi-line, one slash, one star, and how many lines you want, that means end of the line, we can write star slash. So this is the multi-line comment. Save, click on run. So it will come only where are you. Right. So once again I will teach you. Just wait. So I'm deleting everything.
I don't know.
Delete. Gaudu.
Hello.
Gaudu.
Okay.
Once
Yes, tell
again,
me.
I will once again I will show you. Just concentrate. Just right click on project. Take the new project, Java project. Click on next. Give the project name is India. Click on finish. No. Right. After creating project, we can get src jre2 folders. Right click on src. Take the new class. Class name is something. I'm giving X. Keep the mark public static void menu. Click on finish. So these are the unwanted statements. Delete it. So if you want write anything, here we can write SYSO control space. Hi. Like we can write. Okay. So first, if you want to learn Java, first you should know one basic concept to primitive data types. Do you know what are the data types in Java?
Yes.
Primitive data types. Primitive data types. In Java, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. In Java, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. First 4 data types are used for store the integer values. First 4 data types are used for store the integer values. If you want to store integer values, we will use This first four data types, like number of hands, number of legs, number of countries, number of states, number of districts, number of buses, number of computers, number of fans, number of lights. If you want to store any number, that time we will use these four data types: byte, short, int, long. Byte is 8 bit. Byte is 8 bit. And short is 16 bit. Int is 32 bit. Long is 64 bit. What is byte? So this range is minus 2 power of 7 to 2 power of 7 minus 1. 2 power of 7 minus 1. This range like in between 2 power of 7 to 2 power of 7 minus 1. That means minus 128 to plus 127. In between values we can store in byte. Minus 128 to plus 127. In between values we can store in byte. This is 16 bit. This range like minus 2 power of 15 to 2 power of 15 minus 1. This range like minus 2 power of 31 to 2 power of 31 minus 1. This range minus 2 power of 63 to 2 power of 63 minus 1. Float and double are used for store the decimal values. If you want to store any decimal values, we will use float and double. Decimal values. If you want to store decimal values, like my height is 5.7. So if you want to store any decimal value, we will use float and double. Float is 32 bit. Double is 64 bit. And boolean is used for store the true or false. If you want to store true or false, we will use boolean. True or false. If you want to store the true or false, we will use boolean. Char is used for store the single character. Char is used for store the single character. These are the primitive data types. These are the primitive data types. And one more concept, very, very important, access modifiers. In Java, we have four access modifiers in Java. One is public, default, private, protected. In Java, we have four access modifiers: public, default, private, protected. So if you write, already we discussed, so if it is any, if you want to work with Java, first of all, we should create project. Next, package. Next, class. Public. Whenever you are declaring any function, if you write public, we can access that function in entire project. If you write public, we can access that function in entire project. If it is under default package, so we can access in that package only. We can access in that package only. If you write private, we can access in the class only. We can access in the class only. We can access in the class only. If you write protected, we can access that package stuff as well as other pack child class stuff also. We can access that package stuff, other pack child class stuff also. Other pack child class stuff. Other pack child class stuff. So in our real life real time, always we will use only public only. Just for general knowledge purpose, we discussed this access modifiers. Always we will write only public. If we write public, we can access that function entire project. If it is under default package, so we can access in that particular package only. If you write private, we can access in the class only. If you write protected, we can access that package stuff as well as other pack child class stuff also. We can access the package stuff as well as other pack child class stuff also. So this is primitive data types and access modifiers. So now I will send you the software, install it and just create the project, package and class.